Okay, so test ride. Can't see a fucking thing out of these mirrors. Why am I swearing so much? Surprisingly nimble. The weight is a lot lower down than the Versys. I'm not too sure on the gearbox. It's either like the peg's too far back for me. I do like that Triumph brat though. Fueling is very smooth. You have to be kind of careful with your right hand. It is very sensitive, but that's how I'd imagine a litre bike would be. Lack of a gear indicator is annoying because the fueling is so good. It seems to just pull away in any gear. I think this is first. Handlebar position, nice. Seating position, I'm a little bit forwarder than the Versys, but that's nice. It's strangely comfortable. Seat, that's all right. Certainly very nippy. Wind protection, very poor. But strangely, with this screen on, the air is quite clear over my head. There's quite a lot of buffeting on the Versys. My knees are quite bent actually, but it's kind of comfortable. Dashboard, trip meter's nice. My Versys has one as well. It's digital, I like digital, and a standard tack. So let's just have a little bit of fun. Yep, it pulls. Wow. There is a lot of wind around my shoulders though, compared to my Versys, and it turns in quite nicely as well. Even bending down, I'm getting hit right on the neckline, which is quite weird. Seems my helmet is in clean air, and the windscreen is directing it right onto my neck. Can't really hear the exhaust though. Quite disappointing. Yeah, I know I don't really sound that chuffed with it, and yeah, I don't know. It's actually quite disappointing. I don't know what I expected a 1050 bike to feel like. I just expected it to rip my head off, and it just seems like has more top end grunt than my Versys does, but around town the Versys is probably fine. It has 650cc. The mirrors on this are completely bloody useless. The lack of a gear indicator when the gearbox, when it kind of pulls from most gears, is kind of annoying. And I know some of the Triumph bikes do come with gear indicators, so yeah, I don't know. I thought I would be. I mean, this is the first 1050 I've ridden, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know if I was expecting something more. It sounds beautiful. The gearbox is very smooth, but that's kind of disconcerting for a Kawasaki owner who has a very rustic, clunky gearbox, and they're used to that kind of clunk, tick, you've gone into neutral kind of feeling. That's not a bad thing. I'm sure I could get used to the nice, smooth Triumph gearbox, but it's weird. I mean, I'm very comfortable. The seat, my backside is rather large, so there's not much moving backwards and forwards, but I kind of don't feel the need to. Yeah, it's just wide enough. I think any narrower and I would be pretty uncomfortable on it. I mean, I can obviously flat foot this bike both feet with a bent knee because it's kind of so low. Wow, it's not low. It's low for a bike that I'm interested in. So yeah, that's the Versys. I can do the same, so that's fine. It's a very stripped down 1050, I've got to say. Because I mean, looking at the Versys 1000, that comes with traction control and stuff, and they say the same price. So this obviously has a fun factor in the Triumph name and the triple engine. But the Versys, the seat is wider, it looks more comfy, just from sitting on it in the showroom. I mean, it looks more practical, better riding position, less bent knee, more straight, and just a random pile of rubbish. Yeah, I don't know, this is more of a fun tour, I think, for me. It isn't the very practical option, because I can imagine my knees are going to get painful towards the end of this. So, nearing the end of the test ride, what would I rate it? The engine's nice, the seat's a little bit uncomfortable, windscreen's terrible, clutch is rather heavy, but you could probably get used to that. Probably 8 out of 10. It's better than the Versys, but not in comfort. Well, my Versys 650, I'll have to try the Versys 1000 later to see.